Alright, today we're looking at Hungarian Ridge. This is outside of Idaho City. It's along the North Fork of the Boise River. And I didn't see much about this hike online, so I thought I'd try it out. And boy, was I in for a treat. So I just parked off the road here, and this is south of the ridge. I saw some other ways you could get to it via some kind of road, but this seemed like a pretty easy direct route, and it was not. It starts off extremely steep up this cheatgrass hill. Eventually you can find this little animal trail, but it doesn't lead too far, and it just keeps going up and up through bushwhack, and you'll get pockets of the ridge that are open, but it's just super dense. Here's a ponderosa patch, and then eventually a couple miles in, it was just pure thick bushwhack Vietnam. This part was kind of cool. It had a lot of moss everywhere. It was really damp, but just not good for hiking. And there is the false summit there, just covered in ceanothus and choke cherry, just everything. We're slowly getting into it. It's just been a slog. I'm not really showing all of the bushwhack, but at the top here, it's not really a super prominent peak, but you can see some cool sawtooth things around, and it was just covered in bugs. But the peak itself is also just covered in bushes and stuff. And we're at 6,450-ish here at the top. Some clouds were eventually rolling over to give me a little bit of shade, but I thought, hey, I'd try the ravine down through the river. I don't know if that helped or not. It kind of seemed like it was worse, because some patches like this were open, but the rest were just super dense bushwhack again. And I eventually did just go back up the ridge because I just could not get through this patch of nettle, and it was terrible. So we're here back almost towards the end. There were also rattlesnakes everywhere. It made it fun, and I did not think it would take this long. It was about 6 hours total when I got to this point. Eventually I saw the road again after 7.5 miles back at the river. Really tired, just covered in cheatgrass. So I rate these hikes using 3 criteria: solitude, scenery, and difficulty. Solitude is how many people are out hiking with you. Scenery are the good views, and difficulty is how hard the hike is. So I'd give this a 10 for solitude. I don't think you'd see anyone ever up here, for good reason. Scenery is an 8. The view of the river is cool, and the sawtooths around, but besides that, it's just pretty standard high desert foresty type stuff. Difficulty is an 8.5. The reason I didn't put it as a 9 is it's really not that far. But yeah, it's just super bushwhacky. You really need to know some good navigation skills. It's pretty steep, so it's definitely not easy. There's really no good reason to do this hike other than you can say you've done it and you can practice your backcountry navigation skills. I'd be curious to see how hard or easy using the Hungarian Ridge road would be, but if you've ever done that, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, clap your toes together. Have a nice day.